Coster, and I'm the artistic director of Zeyrek Çinili Hamam and the curator of the Alekos Fassianos Sailing to Byzantium exhibition. Right now we are in a really important neighborhood of Istanbul, the Zeyrek neighborhood, that is one of the 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Istanbul. Zeyrek Çinili Hamam is a double bath that was, back in the days, adorned with Iznik tiles throughout its spaces, but when the Marmara Group bought this hammam in 2010, there was nothing remaining from the tiles. So they hired a full team of experts, archaeologists, tile specialists, and they started an investigation on the destiny of these tiles, which today are in the collections of the V&A, the British Museum, the Louvre, and the Ashmolean, and many other European collections. And here we are now in a cultural complex that functions as both a functioning Ottoman hammam, but also a museum and a contemporary art space. Right now we are in the Byzantine cistern of the hammam that was discovered during the archaeological excavations that took place during the restoration. Because when the cistern was found during the excavations, no one knew of its existence, but also the biggest surprise, the cherry on top, was the fact that they discovered 17 galley graffiti, ship graffiti on the walls. Academics believe that they were carved by galley slaves of Barbarosa who were employed during the construction of the hammam in the 16th century. So the stories of these galley slaves, pirates, sailors are yet to be told. This is a really special, significant cultural, historical landmark in Istanbul. Because the hammam was commissioned by the famous admiral and the infamous pirate Barbarosa. Barbarosa was a really important figure in Ottoman history, adored by the Turks but also feared by the Europeans, and he commissioned this hammam at the height of his career to Sinan, the young architect at the time, and this became one of the first hammams that Sinan built in the 16th century between 1530 to 1540. Sinan then became the most important architect of the Ottoman Empire, so the union of these two powerful men gave way to this really significant landmark building. And the archaeological excavations led to the foundation of an adjacent museum that hosts today artifacts that go back to the 5th century. Our aim to return back the social function of hammams, because in the Ottoman times, hammams had a really important central social function which created a sense of community, a sense of belonging, and it was a place of freedom, of gathering for the community. For women, it was the only place they could come to without the permission of their husbands. For men, it was a place where they conducted business, where they let loose, and it was a place where you would hang your social identity at the door. We're very proud to have a really dynamic program of not only exhibitions but also collaborations with contemporary designers and artists to make the hammam culture relevant today. So we are kicking off the series that will be hosted and conceived specifically for the Byzantine cistern with an exhibition dedicated to Alekos Fassianos. So I've selected works that respond to the themes around the hammam and the Byzantine cistern, and of course there is a huge emphasis on the theme of sailors, of freedom, as you will see throughout the exhibition, but also I wanted to underline or highlight the Byzantine iconography and its influences on Fassianos' work. Works are quite universal and timeless, and I think that's why his works people respond so viscerally to his works, and the eternal youth and optimism makes his works really relevant. The exhibition was organized in collaboration with the Alekos Fassianos Estate and Museum, and the exhibition's title, Sailing to Byzantium, inspired by the Irish poet Yeats, for me is the common thread between Barbarossa's story and Fassianos, because I think Yeats, Barbarossa, and Fassianos, and to a certain extent Sinan as well, they all challenged mortality and they wanted to transcend the ephemeral through artistic creation.